real or not real? And nanorobots in the blood.
Real.
Real. He was saying, I guess actually I saw an interview with you where you're talking about there's IPs on your organs. You can put an IP address on your organ.
Well, I believe that we're going to see that become very real in our life. I'll call it our lifetimes and our children's lifetimes, and it's going to be meaningful in how it helps people be healthy and ultimately recover. So I think we're at that point where medicine is going through a meaningful change. People keep telling me that it changes very slowly, and I remember being told that when I went to Kaiser. Equally, I was told not to practice medicine because I'm not a doctor. At the same time, people like me need to keep pushing the medical profession, and the people in the medical profession that are on the leading edge, particularly physicians that are, and we used to call them tech doctors. They have an affinity for these changes, and they'll also, in their language with their peers, drive the change that's necessary to take advantage of these types of technologies.
Yeah. 3D printing.
That's real.
Real.
Yeah.
It's already real.
Yes, it is.
Is it real in pharmaceuticals? That was the part that I thought they actually have. I get in 2015, the FDA actually approved the first 3D printed pill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to. I guess it depends on what are the materials that go into.
As long as you have the chemistry set, I suspect you can print the pill.
You can print the pill as long as you have the chemistry. I like that. That's great. Gamification of pharmaceuticals.
I imagine that they're using AR, VR in the pharmaceutical industry pretty significantly.
So tell us a little bit what that is.
Really virtual reality, artificial reality, and all of the augmented reality, and the ability to look through a 3D world to really visualize atoms in medicine, and in pharmaceuticals, that's something that I'm sure they're doing today. And I do know in some of the laboratories and universities, they're doing some very special work on how to advance that technology with respect to the genome and other work that's underway to really get inside the genome and physically visualize how changes to it will affect it.
So that's actually hitting across all aspects of the healthcare community. An end to human clinical tests.
An end to human clinical tests. I imagine that at some point, if you can manufacture a human being, you probably can then go and do that. I don't know what. In that case, that's probably further out than I can imagine.
Yeah, sort of. At some point, and they were arguing that with simulation modeling, you can actually basically create a virtual human to see how it would interact.
Well, they do that today.
Yeah.
That said, you still ultimately need the DNA and the human being to determine efficacy and potential risks. So at some point, I would imagine you have to have a human being step in. But simulating those outcomes is what the pharmaceutical industry has been doing that for forever. With basic analytics. Now with AI on the scene, their ability to simulate the outcome of treatment much more accurately.